Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. Yeah, I'm still going to say happy Wednesday despite the context in which we find ourselves for this show. It's going to be a real quiet, chilled, uneventful one this week. It was kind of one last week. I was under the weather, but I had a plan which was to talk about Christmas gifts, which we had a good time talking about. But as I was approaching today, I was like, I am not in a good place. So I thought, I do want to at least appear on camera and do something. And I feel after the performance last week, 30 minutes I can do. And also, this is going to be a bit of a warm-up because tomorrow I'm speaking at a really big event online. A bit earlier in the day than it is now. So wherever it is in the world where you are, take off 4 hours. So 4 hours. So in 20 hours time. I'll go into details about that shortly. But I just wanted to say, yeah, happy Wednesday. It's good to see you all here. As always, as a bit of housekeeping, this is my weekly live show. It's been quite uneventful the last couple of weeks just because I've been dealing with this. It was initially a flu, and I had a PCR test. I've had some tests that I do for research for the health or Office of National Statistics around COVID. I have been proven negative again and again, which is always strange because someone in my band did get COVID. Fortunately, he's doing good. He had a cold and he feels fatigued. Whereas me, I had a fever and all the cold symptoms, you know, headaches and stuff like that, that is all gone. Now I just feel like there's like weight in every cell in my body. I just feel meh. But I do think it's because I've managed to go 2 years without catching an illness. So when your body finally gets one again, it's like, oh shit, that's what it is. So before I go to full screen, I just want to say I'm not drinking today. I normally put gin with this. This is just a fruit juice concoction just to get some energy in me. I've also been losing my appetite, which is never good when you're fatigued. You need energy, but I'm trying my best to eat. And I'm getting there. But I just wanted to send lots of love out there to you all. And I enjoy doing this every week. It's also been a pretty remarkable week because last Wednesday... What was it? Did I talk about the Beat Saber thing? I did. So last Wednesday... Let's go full screen now, 1 second. Last Wednesday, I released, or was it Wednesday? I think it was. Yeah, we released the Beat Saber custom level we made for the computer game using our music, and I've been going into Twitch streams the past week. It's actually been the perfect time to be ill because I haven't been leaving the house, only on one of 2 occasions. And I've been going into Beat Saber Twitch streams and requesting my band's song and then watching people play it. And the response has been absolutely phenomenal. So much so that if we go here, if I search Schemata Theory, New Vision. So we got the video at the top, the music video at the top, right? And then what have we got here below it? Very Scary Bombs. So this guy is ranked number 3 in the world at Beat Saber. He is the 3rd best player in the world right now, and he loved it. So not only did he love it, he decided to do a playthrough of the song, and the editing is amazing. And he gets a perfect combo as well, full combo. I mean, the stuff that he does in this is just insane. I mean, it's going to be quite laggy for you right now, but I just recommend after this live stream, just search New Vision Schemata Theory and look at this stuff because it is absolutely amazing. And the reason I love it is, so there was the promo video we did, and look, we've got these ones. And what I love is some of them do it in mixed reality. So we got this guy playing it like this. It's just so cool. And there's a few more. Yeah, there's the full one. There's another one. Oh, someone did it as Cloud from Final Fantasy. Look at this. He's waving. It's just so cool. So the idea is that I'm going to make a music video in January that is just of Beat Saber players around the world playing it. I'm going to credit them in the corner, and then I'm also going to put the flag of the country they're from, because we've had people from all over the world, and it's just been absolutely mind-blowing. And for anyone that follows me on Instagram, you may have seen the other day I shared a clip of a guy that was playing it as Shrek. But because the motion capture is of a human body and Shrek is massive, his arms are like T-Rex style, and he's doing this, and it's really, really funny. So that has been absolutely mind-blowing. Tomorrow I'm going to start downloading all the footage. I want to say hi to anyone that's watching, by the way, that isn't saying much or is new to this. I'm afraid if you're new to this is a really bad first show, because right now I am so fatigued and sad and tired, and I'm only going to be on for another 20 minutes or so. It's a very short one, but I did just want to pop on because I love you all. And I'm also thinking, just because of the Twitch community and how great it's been, is I'm thinking of maybe doing a weekly Twitch live stream, like even just talking like this, maybe on a Friday night. It'll be less of maybe a show format where we have a topic and just like going on to chat, and then sometimes doing gameplay stuff. Hey Emily, thanks for tuning in. Right, so in terms of what's happening tomorrow, just let me show you this. This is on my band's account. Here we go. Oh god, it keeps asking me if I want to install something. I need to do that next time before going on. So I love that photo, so good. We just posted that today. Here we are. So the EAVI, so they're responsible with Conversation 2021. It's all about teaching digital citizenship as a curriculum. Obviously, I've been teaching in schools in the past about it. It's something I really believe in. And Paolo Silot, I might mispronounce his last name, he's the founder of EAVI, and he's the Secretary General. And he's really excited to interview me. We actually had a sort of a call just to discuss things. And the topic of the conversation, based on our initial get-together, is the digital empathy gap. I often talk about the empathy gap that takes place online, why people can be cruel to others, why sometimes people aren't compassionate to themselves, why we don't look for, allowing people to learn from their mistakes. And so, I'm the final. It's been a full festival for a week or two, and I am the final event with him, and it's free. So I am going to put the link in the chat if it lets me. Does Twitter make it their own? Yeah, it does. Of course it does. Let me just put it in the chat here. So it will be broadcast on Twitter, Facebook, but if you want to be a part of the Q&A, you just sign up. It's free. Here it is. It's a Zoom call. You just put your name in and your email address, and then you register. And it's going to be, as I say, in 20 hours' time. And obviously, I've had to tell them, don't worry about my fatigue. Like, I'm going to be ready for it. And it's going to be a bit different than conducting a show, because it's going to be more of a conversation. And I'm going to be making sure I sleep lots during the day and have lots of vitamins. But it would just be great to have you in the chat. So it says, in this EAVI conversation, EAVI founder and Secretary General Paolo Silot will be talking to YouTuber and influencer Myles Dyer about empathy in the digital world. All conversations will be conducted live on Zoom. You'll receive a link for joining the meeting after your registration, and a reminder email 1 hour before the event. We're looking forward to having you. So even if you're not sure you can make it, just sign up, because you never know. I know, Bex, in your part of the world, it's going to be really early. And it's and the conversations are all around the topic of the art of living in the digital environment. So I believe it will be available afterwards. If it's been streamed on Facebook, I assume they're going to keep it up afterwards. So yes, Obviously, ideally, I'd want you to be there. 3:30 a.m. sunshine. Oh my goodness. Um, so yeah, that should be really, really good. It's nice to be doing it. I've been invited to speak at my old school, and I think I might mention this last week. But there was a part-time teacher there, Mrs. Bennett. I remember she did the public speaking club, and she helped me with my public speaking. And because of how I've progressed as a public speaker, they're going to try and organise it that she's in school when I'm in there, because I want to thank her in person. It's going to be so surreal. Like, I haven't seen her in 17 years. Oh my goodness. It's like the age, the distance between when I saw her and now is the same as the age I was when I was there. So yeah, that's going to be really, really nice. And then what's else happening? Obviously, I'm frantically trying to get new guests for the podcast show. It's just been an absolute nightmare. So anyone who's a patron and still supporting, thank you. But I am sending out your shirts this week. And I'm also going to be sending anyone that's a patron that's getting a shirt, a Stickade 2012 shirt as well. So you get a little bonus shirt for Christmas. So please keep an eye on your emails. I also mentioned how last Friday, I think, I had to miss a family funeral, which I was incredibly gutted about. It was, I say my uncle Nigel, I always called him uncle, but he is my mum's cousin. So it always gets a bit more complicated. But he was a very prominent figure in the music industry, part of the biggest record labels and that. And although I didn't get to go to the funeral, everyone who attended got given, because he was a drummer, got given one of his drumsticks, and it's got his name and his birth date and death date there. And what's very magical about this is Nigel was the one that got me into drumming, which was my first instrument. He thought that I might have it to be a drummer, and so I went round and he got me sitting at a drum kit and tested me on a few things and went, yeah, he could play drums. And that was how my journey went on, which is quite at odds when I was at school, because when I was at school, my parents were told that Myles had a great passion for music, he just doesn't have what it takes. So it was actually when I was given this stick afterwards that I realised, I don't know, it just hit me straight away of like the profoundness of him. Like, obviously have a lot of fond memories about him, but when I was given this, I was like, wow, like that's what legacy is about. And I always think, I always talk in life about, for me, what the meaning of life is, and it's to create things that outlive you. And legacy is it. And legacy can come in all forms. It could be having children, it could be opening up a foundation, it could be planting a tree, it could be inspiring someone to play drums. This is all what legacy is about. And I was incredibly touched to receive that. So yeah, it's been an interesting week. I went for a walk today with my friend. He's just got some Johnny. He's just got some chickens, rescue chickens. So he built a coop in his garden. He's been looking after them, and it's just been awesome seeing video footage. I'll have to actually link sometime on my Instagram, because I've posted some of his stuff before. He's a photographer. He does really good photography. No, I appreciate that, and everyone's been very kind. So I haven't put everyone's messages up on the screens, but yeah, exactly. Supposedly the funeral, my mum said it was the best funeral she'd ever been to, which is a bit of a weird thing to say. Well, maybe it's not, but it's like best funeral ever. It's like, but funerals aren't like something that's normally said of in a positive way. But I think that is the problem in British culture. Is funerals are very miserable, like very sad occasions, whereas this seemed very celebratory about his life. Supposedly, it was so many people attended, a lot had to wait outside, and there was a lot of jokes and that. He was a real prankster. So, yeah, that was really good. He had it in the best way that he would have wanted to. So, yeah, you want a kick-ass funeral. My brother always made the joke that when he dies, he wants his tombstone to be a dance revolution mat, so people can literally dance on his grave. I don't know what the practicalities of that would be like. I spoke about it on my podcast episode recently about with Professor Paul Gilbert about. There's actually, let's bring it up on screen now. Um, Capsule Mundi is an egg-shaped pod made of biodegradable material where our departed loved ones are placed for burial. The pod will then be buried as a seed in the earthen tree chosen in life by the deceased, will be planted on top of a legacy for posterity. So it's like a natural... Well, this isn't the one I was thinking of, actually. It's going to ask me if I want to... Yeah. So you get put in like that. Wow. Shot on me. That's like a bar. So that's interesting. So the one I've heard about was... Yeah, this is it. It's a living urn. So your ashes are put into an urn and then you're planted. I think this is amazing because I like that idea of returning. £124, I think, is pretty good. How much does it cost to turn ashes into a tree? So it depends on what tree you want. I think it's amazing. I mean, I think Richard Dawkins was speaking about it in the context of like being planted in a rainforest and like being a part of the forest again. I like that. I know one of my granddad, he was a sailor. He used to captain like cruise liners. He lived in Devon on the coast. He loved fishing. I remember when he took me fishing. He always wanted to have his ashes scattered at sea, whereas my nan was always scared of the water. So I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe she can be on the beach. You're donating your body to university for medical training. That's awesome. Oh man, I just hear. This is the thing is, I know this is cognitive dissonance, right? Oh right, a Viking funeral. Isn't that where they just put you on a boat and kick it out to sea and set it on fire? Or am I going with a stereotype? But that donating your body, like, look, I know this is so exaggerated, but it's just, I heard one story of a guy on the radio and his brother, like, died on the operating table and they have to take the organs out pretty quickly. And the family said no. And then moments later, he came back to life. It's like, yeah. I know it's not lightly. Do you know one of my favourite jokes ever? It's when I die, I want to die peacefully in my sleep like my granddad, not screaming like the passengers in his car. I love that joke. It's one of my favourites. It's a really dark joke. So that's cool. Or have your ashes put into space, or when you die, you can have your is this it? They do it where they turn your ashes into like a diamond or something. I love it. There's loads of the ring. But that's a cool thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, the bus. Yeah. So yeah, that's even better. Or actually, you could even go further, which is when I die, I want to die peacefully in my sleep, like my granddad, not screaming like the passengers in his 747 in his aircraft. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's very honest of you. That's very, very honest of you. Um, yeah. Well, this is what I was talking about with Professor Paul Gilbert. Um, I have a few thought experiments. I mean, the classic one you hear about when you die is like, what happens when you die? Or it's like, well, what happened before you were born? It's pretty much that. But the thing I've always said is, you know, when you go to sleep and you feel like you wake up a split second later? I was saying that when you die, if anything happens after you die, whether it's a week later or a million years later, it will happen in a split second. So the moment you die, you will instantly know. I say you instantly know. You won't know if nothing happens, but if anything is to happen after you die, it will be within an instant, which, yeah. Speaking of donating a body, I remember years ago there was a guy completely obsessed with Disney with his tattoos all over his body, Disney characters. His body would be donated to a Japanese museum. Wow. That is amazing, Michael. So the university take care of everything afterwards, so the family has no cost, no administrative work for the burial or cremation. So would they do a service? Or would you do the service and then they take the body afterwards? This is so. I love how this conversation has changed. But I'm fascinated with this. 8 minutes and I'm going. Oh man. The other ones I like is. I'm going to search fun coffins. I wasn't sure how else to search it. But like there's these places in the world that make the world's best coffins. Humorous coffins. I love this. Okay, so they're just like coffins that are like done cardboard coffin or postage. Okay. Whiskey lovers. God, that would be quite dark. Colourful coffins, crazy coffins. Here we go. This is it. This is what I've seen. This is amazing. Look at this. Images of our coffins and urns. Here we go. What would we want to be buried in? I mean, this is the one I saw. That is funky, right? Okay, we got Tango 1. What else we got? Oh, in the gallery. Owl pendant urns. They're cool. Oh my god, a Mercedes van. That's quite cool. That's an urn. So coffins and vehicles. Oh, here we go. So you can search vehicles. Let's just do coffins. Okay, luggage. Want to be buried in that? Keyboard. It says Vince, your keyboard player. That's so cool. Jack Daniels coffin. Oh my god. Do they have the Millennium Falcon? Let's have a look. Oh my god, look at that one. Can you imagine the sled? Who would want to be who would want That is really something. It's the feet at the end. I think that's way too. I mean, it's amazing, but I'm like, yeah, not sure about that. Acupuncture. Oh my goodness. Sport. Okay, that's cool. Skateboard. Oh my god, it tells you about them. So an 11-year-old boy, victim of a skateboarding accident, was buried at his family's request in a replica of the board he played on every day. Wow. Love that. Yes. That was Keanu Reeves said that, didn't he? That was Keanu Reeves. He said that. Oh man, I remember there was a kid that died on a journey in a car accident on the way to a show. So the kids took his ashes and threw it in the mosh pit at a future one. So, crazy coffins. Here we go. However, John Grattan Fisher, a building contractor, regards it as his business associate. On his final journey, he will feel privileged to be put in a skip and go out with the rubbish. Oh, let's have a look at this sled one. It was an ancient practice to bury treasure, possessions, and even tools in the grave. With this replica of Lamplada's sled, Richard Mullard has created his own coffin that will enable him to be buried wearing his skis, as if on a final expedition into the frozen north. Wow. So I wonder what vehicles are, what it means with vehicles. Like, does it just mean that they're vehicle themed? Oh my God. The ashes, which are now stored in the articulated lorry, belong apparently to a man who had spent many years driving delivery vehicles for a well-known supermarket chain. Oh my goodness me. Let's have a look at the images. Yeah, look. He wants to be buried like a Twix. Here we go. So we got a Twix. A Tupperware box. Okay, there's the skateboard. A massive shoe. Shark. Massive pineapple. Me, myself, and a coffee cup. BBC. That was the phone on that site we've just been on. With the Jesus. Jack Daniels. That's God. It's crazy seeing him that size. In a guitar. Oh my goodness. Eagle. Oh wow. It says a lot about the person. Yeah. Anyway, I did not expect that to be what we were going to be talking about today. But that's what I love about these. We can just go with the flow, and sometimes interesting stuff comes up. I want to say a huge thank you for everyone that's... oh God, that would be pretty dark, wouldn't it? Yeah. I agree. The chalk outline one was amazing. If you're watching the live stream and haven't clicked the thumbs up already, please do. It has been an incredibly short one this week, but I just wanted to pop and say hi. I love you all. Stick around on Instagram, but also, and I'll be posting details about the thing tomorrow. I'll post in the chat now, actually, one last time. In the chat, that is where I am speaking. If you go there to register, it should be a good conversation. And yeah, I love you all. Thank you, Kristen. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Callie. Honestly, everyone, I love you. You're always so kind to me. I just want to have energy. You know, I'm working out every day, going for walks. I'm trying to eat good. Just takes time. Sometimes it takes time, you know. So yeah. Oh, it looks like my disk has filled up on my computer, so I'm going to have a look at that. Oh, my goodness. I need to have a big clear out on this computer. It's an absolute state. Maybe I can do that tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right, guys. Have a good one. And if you don't follow me on Twitch already, twitch.tv/Myles Dyer. I've created a new profile, like a design on it. And I might pop on there on Friday. We'll just have to wait and see. Much love. Take care of yourselves. Love, respect, empathy. Adios till next time.